Hi guys, today I'm showing you how to make salted caramel apple crumble. Now to me this just screams autumn. I love making apple crumble this time of year and I thought I'd take it to the next level and add homemade salted caramel, which is actually so much easier to make than you think. So in a pan I've got some caster sugar and I like to use a pan with high sides as it is going to bubble a bit later on. So I'm going to pop that over a medium heat. Now people say you shouldn't stir it, but I say don't listen to them. I've got no water in my pan, so I'm going to give it a little stir to help, otherwise if it just sits there, it's going to burn. Now it does go very clumpy and you'll think it's gone wrong, but keep going, it'll be smooth in no time. Now that my sauce is smooth and there's no more lumps, I'm going to take off the heat and add in my chunks of butter. Now be careful because it is going to foam up. So once that's all melted, I'm going to pop it back on the heat and gradually pour in my cream. Be careful because when making caramel, it does get really hot. Now my mixture's had a little bubble, I'm going to take off the heat for the last time and add in my sea salt. Now I love using sea salt flakes, it's got a much nicer flavour than table salt. So I'm just going to crunch that up because the pieces are quite big and sprinkle that over. And that is my caramel sauce done, so much easier than you think it would be to make. So I'm going to pop that on the side to cool. And I'm gonna get going with the rest of the apple crumble. So I have some Brambly apples. I'm going to peel those and cut them into some smaller chunks, making sure to get rid of the core. While I cut the rest of my apples, I'm going to put my chunks in some water to stop them from browning. So my apples are all chopped. I'm going to add those into another pan. I'm going to be adding some sugar on top and some water. It's gonna heat up those apples and give them a bit of sweetness. Perfect to enjoy on an autumn's evening. I absolutely love the combination of apples and caramel. It reminds me of bonfire night and the running up to Christmas. So all my apples are in. I'm going to sprinkle over my caster sugar. I'm going to pour over my water and give that a good mix together. Let those simmer for about 6 minutes to soften. They don't need to be too soft because remember they are going to be going in the oven later. So I'm just going to stir them around and then just leave them. I can't believe I saw on Facebook the other day that it's only 7 Mondays until Christmas. It's just coming around so quickly and I can't wait to get Christmas baking. So let me know in the comments box if you have any suggestions and I'll get making those for you. So my apples are cooked, my salted caramel is cooling and it tastes amazing. Make sure you don't try it until it goes a bit cooler, otherwise you'll end up burning your mouth. But it tastes incredible and I'm now ready to get going with my topping. So in a bowl I have some plain flour and to that I'm going to add in some unsalted butter. Now this is my favourite part of the apple crumble. I love getting my hands involved, reminds me of when I was younger. So pour the butter in. I'm just going to rub that between my fingertips and you want to get that flour coated in the butter. This is gonna give us those big chunks of crumble on top. If you don't rub that butter in, it will just be flour on top of your crumble. Now I like some big bits on top, so I like to squeeze and make some bigger bits. To make my crumble even more amazing, I love putting in some oats. Even if you don't like them, you should still put them in because you can't really taste them. It just gives it such a nice texture. So pour that in. You just want to mix those around. My crumble is done, time to start assembling. Now you can make one big apple crumble, but I'm going to do a few individuals. So I'm going to grab my apples and I'm going to pour over some of that salted caramel. Up to you how much you add here. That's all mixed together nicely, it's smelling delicious. All that's left to do is pour it into your serving dishes and then add a lovely layer of that crumble on top. They are now ready to go into a preheated oven at 160 degrees fan. For other temperatures, they'll be listed here. So they'll be in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes or until the top looks lovely and golden. And then I like to serve mine with some ice cream. I've saved some of the salted caramel and I'm gonna drizzle that over the top. So that is how you make my salted caramel apple crumble. Easy.